am to me means it was sort of a statement of being, an exclamation of self. A lot of the lyrics touch on existentialism and what it means to exist or be. And so I am sort of a shouting from the rooftops out to the universe, like I'm here, I exist, believe me. I am en route to studio to go record all my guitar parts today. That's how it's done. Oh! Oh!
Wow.
One take.
The game-winning shot.
That's how it's done. Now I gotta fucking double it.
I met Jesse way before the aesthetic. Coming to actually be able to meet him, work with him, full on work with a already working musician. I was ecstatic. It was my first full interaction with someone who I considered a rock star.
I still don't have words for that. I want it to sound like a cross between Davey Havok and Patrick Stone.
Waking up.
He's waking up.
There you go. Yeah. I'll take 1.3% of your
So what's the play? What are we doing? Yep.
All good?
You want to hear the chorus or you know what's going on?
Yeah, we can do the chorus now.
Okay.
This is how far we got. That's where we're at. All the main rhythms are donezo. I'm doing the high rhythms right now, which are the brighter telly rhythms. We decided to not do any low single notes of the root, which is basically playing what bass plays only on guitar. Knocked out some high octave aux guitar parts, and that's it. We're saving cleans, leads, and feedback and noise for another amp, another tone. Just knocking out the basic rhythm tones. What do we have left? Syncing in is done. We have Jack. We are about to track this this gnarly verse in Alone Tonight on a guitar that should never, ever be used on a record. This is a Fender Squire Mini. It is our producer Chuck's son's guitar. It was sitting in a corner, and we're playing this gnarly part in the bridge, or no, in the second verse of a song, and we wanted something that sounded like shit, and we found it. So we're gonna record it, and it's gonna be on the record. So why don't we lay something down right now? You gotta hear this. I'm actually gonna fade in like that too. how you make records, kids. Just buy the cheapest, shittiest guitar you can find and go into a really nice studio.
We'll fix it in the mix.
Yeah, we'll fix that in the mix. We'll EQ that to sound better. Oh, man.
We'll just double it.
Yeah.
Let's make it.
You want to double it?
Doubly.
We're going to double it. What I find is if something sounds
ugly.
like shit, you should probably do it twice.
This is more ugly to pass
Yeah,
around.
more ugly. All right, here we go.
Seeing him in the studio, putting the piece together, hearing things a specific way, he stands up for what he believes will make the song even better. Little known secret, he's actually really vulnerable behind the mic.
It started out really great.
I know.
Then you became very white. You need to channel the blackness of the Dark Knight in here.
Dark Knight.
Or we could just have Pierre sing it.
I'm
You have black, and you don't even know it.
Vocally, you know, is awesome because it's he's, you know, taking his first stab at it, and I gotta, you know, give him a lot of praise for that because I know it's hard work. I know I can't do it, otherwise, if I could, I would.
We're at war, up against ourselves, and we lost. Fuck. And we lost. Yeah, I want to scoop up like that. We're at war, up against ourselves, and we lost.
In the studio, he busted his ass in trying to get this thing to sound the way it should. And, you know, when everyone else was ready to, you know, quit or make it seem like, you know, that's just good enough, you know, he took the extra, you know, 20 minutes, hour and a half to make it is good, you know, good enough for you guys. And, you know, that kind of discipline, you know, doesn't come along every day, and I think that is very special on someone like that.
What if you tracked it like this? Track the one that goes up, the low one, and instead of doing low and then to the high.
He's constantly working out everyone's parts in his head at the same time, and it's really unique because the things that he thinks of, we don't even know. We can't even write, and it's awesome because we have 1,000,001 ideas to work with besides just each of our own separate parts.
I'm very structured and meticulous, and I write almost like I'm building a structure, and he writes like he's tearing it down.
My name's Andre, I play guitar for the band, and I love it.
Check this out.
He also has this technique that is a little unrefined, but that's what I love about it. It's so good. It's like an unrefined thing where he knows how to work his way around the guitar, but in a unique way. And that's what I think it takes to be a special guitarist. And I think as far as originality goes, he's at the top of the list.
When it comes to his own playing, it's very kind of avant-garde, and he plays guitar like he's painting. Whatever comes into him is right out to his guitar. And he's sort of a shoot first, ask questions later kind of guitar player.
Music is an everyday part, and that's what I respect. Not to mention, the fuck is wild. Just seeing him in the studio, you know there was a level of focus that usually I don't see. Usually, I mean, you know, it's rock out party time, but there was he knows when to turn it on, when to really focus it.
The drummer of the group has been a good friend of mine for a long time. I try to include him in any endeavor that I do because his opinion matters a lot to me.
It's very interesting. Dwayne's, when we write and we rehearse, Dwayne's kind of reckless and just goes for it. But in the studio, he's incredibly meticulous, and he thinks about his parts. I played with a lot of drummers and a lot of great drummers, but sometimes drummers tend to just kind of play off the cuff, and Dwayne will go back and really think about it, and he hits super consistently, and he's the only drummer I've played with that really writes not only his parts but a lot of the band's arrangements. He's kind of a producer in hiding.
Dwayne, he's known for a lot of things as far as a stylistic drummer. Everyone knows he hits hard, very hard.
So, what did we do today?
Finished a bunch of drums. Sound pretty damn good. I'm really excited for Jack. You'll find out soon enough. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff.
Dope. Good job.
Alright.
Alright, so what do you...
My secret trick. I don't play bass in the studio. I bring this, and this guy actually digitally and via Bluetooth lays all my bass lines down. I just do this for the aesthetic of it.
Mr. Pierre, wonderful, wonderful dark man. Love him to pieces. He is seriously, he's got the most soul in the band. He feels everything 10 times more than anyone else.
Nobody loves music like Pierre does. Pierre is the guy at every show, front row, losing his mind. It doesn't matter if the band's even good. I'll make them feel like they're rock stars, and he makes us feel like we're rock stars.
He is very spacey, but the shit that comes out of his body when he plays music or his mouth is just, it's interesting. You want to know everything about the guy.
Our first time in the studio, it was cool to see Pierre kind of look around all wide-eyed and see that kind of first-time excitement, because everybody else in the band had already been in the studio before, or in a studio before, and so seeing Pierre kind of reminded us of that magic that happens the first time you hear yourself recorded and mixed and played back through super loud speakers, and reminds you, what it's all about.
I've rarely seen a band that makes as much progress, does as much, get the merch we have with the progress we've made, the fans we've made, the loyalty we have with our fans, actually. It's actually quite surprising, and in such a short amount of time, I've never seen this type of growth.
The aesthetic has only been around for a year or so, and we cannot wait to progress. As we know, all things good, comes with time and patience and growing.
I can tell you right now, the biggest thing the band's excited for, I speak on behalf of everyone, that is writing. Writing, and I can't wait to do a shit ton of it.
Next for the aesthetic, we're done with the record. We're done with I Am. We just finished the bonus tracks, and so now we're writing the next record, which I think is going to be a full length. And what was pretty cool about that is the first song right out of the gate is better than anything on this record. So that's what we have to look forward to. It's more shows, more friends, more stories, more scars, and I'm just excited to go on the ride.
I hope everyone out there that picked up the release I Am really connects with us and follows us for our next endeavors. We are very excited to write a whole nother release that bounces back and hits you just hard, not harder as this